What up, pickheads? Kevin here. I'm back with the annoying pod intros to take care of a little housekeeping. We took a couple weeks off from recording because Dennis had an existential crisis after meeting a quote-unquote piece of shit person. This pod you're about to hear was recorded September 17th, and in it, we dive into what a piece of shit exactly is, as well as Chimp Crazy, Moo Deng, and a few other things. It's a lot of animal talk. Because I'm here doing an intro, please make sure you subscribe to the podcast and leave us a review, or follow us on Instagram and TikTok at PickFreaks for clips. It gives us a lot of motivation to keep going. Okay, enjoy.
Sweat, baby, sex is a Texas drought. Me and you do the kind of stuff that only Prince would sing about. So put your hands down my pants, and I'll bet you'll feel nuts. Yes, I'm Cisco, yes, I'm Ebert, and you're getting 2 thumbs up. You've had enough of 2-hand touch. You want it rough, you're out of bounds. I want you smothered, want you covered like my Waffle House hash browns. Coming quicker than FedEx, never reaching apex. Just like Coca-Cola stock, you are inclined to make me rise an hour early, just like daylight savings time. Do it now.
You guys are like, all right, I'm logging on now. I was going to say, you know what, I won't make it. But then I was like, I'll get on when I get on.
I like your haircut.
Thank you.
It's you're starting to get the touch of gray.
Starting to. I am very gray.
But it's the perfect.
I'll look down while I'm getting my hair cut, and it's just gray hair. I swear, I don't see brown hair anymore.
But it's the perfect spot, like where they're cutting it is gray, but it's like gray where it's faded, but then it gets dark, unless you're dyeing it or something.
Just for men.
Kevin, do you think you would have any gray hair right now?
Yes, I've seen my hair the way it grows out before I cut it off, and it is gray. I would say almost all my hair is gray, probably, because I was blonde when I had hair, so it was already like.
But I feel like blonde doesn't gray. Like, so I'm kind of brown, blondish, I guess I would say. Auburn, yeah, very light brown. But I don't really have any gray hairs except for my eyebrows. But my brother has darker hair, kind of like Owen's, and he has more. Maybe you just see it more when you have darker hair.
I think you just see it more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think, like, if you're a woman and you grew up with blonde hair, I think you turn gray really quick, and then you're like kind of prone to just dyeing it because women are more likely to dye their hair at a young age.
I think the thing now is women don't do it. I see a lot of women that are probably like late 30s and they don't dye their hair.
But what if all the girls that don't have gray hair are actually dyeing their hair? You just don't know it.
Because it's like streaky and patchy and like doesn't look like they're dyeing it.
No,
wait,
I'm
what? Say this again. Really slow.
The girls that have the gray hair are the only ones not dyeing it, but all the ones that don't have gray hair are actually dyeing their hair already, and you don't know that.
No, I do know. I do. Most women dye their hair, but I'm saying there's a lot of people that aren't.
Fact?
I would say I know Lisa does, and
you're outing her on this podcast.
Yeah, she dyes it like blonder.
So it's blonde, and she just dyes it blonder.
Yeah, it's not dyeing. I guess it's
there's no gray
highlights or whatever.
But I think that's like hiding gray hair.
I think so too.
Well, yeah, my mom dyes her hair. Your mom doesn't dye her hair.
All the women in your
does your mom have
life,
gray hair right now?
My mom dyes her hair.
Yeah. Does Sarah dye her hair?
Bleep that out. No, she doesn't dye her hair.
Okay.
Confirmed, and I'm not lying there. She doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, she doesn't dye her hair. Didn't you say
Go ask Sarah right now if she dyes her hair.
She doesn't. I know for a fact she doesn't. 100 billion%.
Take us to your medicine cabinet.
Dye their hair at all. You think I get the fucking bill when they dye their hair. It's expensive.
Sarah cuts her own hair and doesn't dye it. I
call BS.
She's not gray yet, and she isn't dyeing her hair.
We need to progress this conversation.
This is all I got. Dennis, you sick too? You got a little bit of a nose cold?
Yeah, my whole house
I'm feeling a little under the weather today too. So Kevin wants us to talk about POS, but I want to talk about us being sick and dyeing hair.
I don't really get sick.
I don't either. Until kids are around, you start getting fucking sick all the time because they're back in school now. Yeah, they're back in school and they're picking up everything, and then all of a sudden I get sick. So,
and here's the thing, Kevin. This is why you don't get sick. My kids will get sick, and then I have to like put them to bed, and I'm a centimeter away from their face, basically laying on their pillow. and they're breathing in my face.
I don't know.
I think
it's because I don't wash my hands.
I don't wash my hands either, Kevin. So like, I used to not get sick. Then I started living with kids, and now I get sick all the time. So, and it's typically during the school season.
I guarantee if you had kids, which how close is Megan to?
What did you want to say about piece of shit, POS?
Well, we have a moral elitist friend, George, who made a POS list or characteristics list. And it's very interesting to figure out what types of people are pieces of shit or POSs. And I have a feeling Dennis wants to use POS as like point operating system is going to be the joke that he plays off of.
Yeah, like
no.
Yeah, that's what I think of it as, like POS, like it's where you are like running a store from an event, right?
Yeah, like mobile POS or kiosk POS.
But no, POS, when we use the term POS, we're referring to pieces of shit. And it sounds like George has laid out the foundations for what this person is. Oh, and do you have it?
I don't have it. I just thought it was an interesting topic.
You just teed it up, like,
dude. I just watch your phone screen in your reflection of your eyeglasses.
Yeah, I'm looking at notes. That's it.
I thought you were pulling up his text.
Well, you guys got to ask me to do that. I'm not that quick. I'm not that sharp.
Why would you bring this up? Be like, George had this amazing list, and here it is.
It was all race-based with George.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, cut this. Thanks. Now you gotta edit it.
Now I'm looking at the text, and were you reading your own text, or we start off talking about, so our moral elitist friend George made a list of POS characteristics. What do you think?
I think I copied that text and put it in my notes.
How did you not think to find the characteristics? Like, what were the characteristics?
Churchgoers, but that's my characteristic that I decided on. People that they overdo it. They pretend like they're great people because they go to church, they donate, they're very vocal about it. Those people are hiding something. They're all pieces of shit.
All right, here's what George said. I think I only know 3 POS behaviors. Substance abuse to the point it impacts your day-to-day life, abuse, and infidelity. Am I missing anything? Owen said murderers are bad, I think, and churchgoers. Okay, so that kind of lays the groundwork for what we think a POS is. And I've done a lot of self-reflection on whether I'm a POS.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I'm pretty convinced I'm not a POS.
I don't think you're a POS. I don't think any of us are POS unless you guys are doing some stuff behind the scenes that I don't know about. And if you are, I'm going to be real mad at you guys.
I don't know. I think I'm too guilty of a person to like do anything that would. I think if anything, I'm probably more of a POS to myself. I just don't take that great care of myself.
Yeah, true self-sabotager.
Yeah.
I think we think too much to be POSs. We think too much about what other people think. And POSs are basically narcissists and have no clue what other people think. It's just like they're the center of attention sort of thing.
Which is weird because I love attention, but I don't like. In my mind, I'm not the center of attention. It's like, you see what I'm saying, Dennis? Like in a narcissist's mind, they are like they live life on a stage, and it's just like everything is there to get them some. Where me, it's like everything. I don't know, but like I love some. Like I love attention, but like
I feel like. Your type of humor is more like the backdoor narcissist, where it's like almost the narcissist is on the stage, like, I'm so great, I'm so good. And you're kind of the opposite of like, no, I'm actually horrible.
Yeah.
I'm actually dirt. And they're like, wait, what's more interesting here? This great guy
that's
or
true.
This buffoon over here?
That is interesting. Yeah. It's almost like two types of comedy. It's like, I think it's like Kevin Hart versus John Mulaney almost. Like Kevin Hart is just up there, like he's not making fun of himself as far as I'm aware.
He definitely is. He's like I think he is, right? Short jokes about himself.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think I've heard a Kevin Hart stand up all the way through. Do you
think maybe like a Dave Chappelle versus a John Mulaney?
But if we go back to Kevin, or if we go back to George's list, he says substance abuse that impacts your life. John Mulaney, under George's definition, is a piece of shit then, because he's an addict.
No, because it's not.
Which is a crazy one that George says that makes someone a piece of shit.
I think that's
the wrong one.
If it's affecting someone else's life, it makes you a piece of shit.
Yeah, it definitely
Your substance abuse is affecting someone. Does he have a kid or something?
No, it ruined his marriage, all of his friends' relationships. It was ruining a lot of stuff. I think that does it. If you're an addict, it does it to like more people suffer than just yourself, and you are so caught up in it that you don't notice that.
Yeah, I could see that, but I feel like it's different if it's like your wife. You said his wife, then yeah,
ex-wife.
Piece of shit.
Interesting enough, his ex-wife just came out with a book, a memoir. I thought it was just going to be a tell-all about the marriage.
It's called John Mulaney, my ex-husband, the piece of shit.
No, it's called like something like something like the tales of a crazy woman, and like I was like, oh, here we go. We're gonna get all the juicy details of John Mulaney. She doesn't mention him once, and now it's like a bestseller, and she just like so it doesn't sound like he did anything to
kind of hurt his ego a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
I think she's like, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. I'm going to write a book and not mention him a single time.
And he's the only reason,
and he's going to be pissed.
Oh, and she's almost like, I can still be a bestseller without.
I can get him back on drugs.
Is she famous
with one book?
Is she famous without Jelani?
Rudy Giuliani?
John Maloney? John Mulaney?
I know. I don't. I think she is like a New York socialite. Men Have Called Her Crazy is the name of the book. A powerful memoir that reckons with mental health as well as the insidious ways men impact the lives of women. Man,
all right. Just hearing that.
Shitty.
All right,
what do you guys think she's
a piece of shit?
All right, just hearing that. Do you think she's crazy?
Yeah,
and the context of like she wrote a book about how she's not crazy.
Yeah, it's called classic crazy lady behavior.
I think it's a good hook to sell the book. I'd have to read it to like understand where she's
nice
coming
rhyme,
from.
Kevin. That was good.
That was so good. It threw me off.
Good hook to sell the book.
Good hook.
It's a good hook to sell the book. If you take a look.
Okay. Do you think anyone's ever called you guys or thinks that you guys are pieces of shit?
Yes.
Who and what?
I'm trying to think of a specific
Definitely
example.
Most people that are behind me in traffic.
Oh
like
yeah, I've been
this fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. I fired a guy and replaced him with my brother, and he just came back from
really quick.
vacation. So that guy probably thought I was a piece of shit.
Wait, the guy came back from vacation and came back with no job?
He came back and he had a job, and then I fired him. Yeah. Because I was deciding whether to fire him before the vacation or after, and so I gave him the vacation. Isn't that better than firing someone right before a vacation?
Yeah, I think so. But then also he's probably like, I'm just gonna rack up a bunch of charges on my credit card. I'm gonna pay it with the job that I have. I'm gonna make all this money. But I mean, that's on him.
He didn't have
that's on him.
Card.
He's spending. He has his credit card, and he was borrowing that money before he actually got it. So you let him spend all the money. He came back and he's like, "Oh shit, I have no job now." But tell him before vacation he couldn't enjoy his vacation.
Yeah, I gave him 6 weeks too of like pay afterwards.
Oh, after he's fine.
Yeah,
he's fine.
Yeah,
he thinks you're a piece of shit though.
Probably at the time. Yeah, because he was kind of a piece of shit himself. So
I'm Pod. He probably listens. What's his name?
I'm not saying it.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody.
Shout out to John. Sorry for that firing.
And I'm trying to think if anybody has definitively hated me or called me a piece of shit. At least in my mind, I can't think of any. I go to the basketball court. I don't think anybody really hates me there. Work, I'm pretty non-offensive.
I'm trying to think of anyone I know that's ever said anything like,
"Yeah,
that guy's
about
like
me."
Piece of shit, or
I think a lot of employees I've had that don't like me or have lost their job or quit probably think I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, I would think, just to bring it back to me. I would think there are a lot of people I've rubbed the wrong way that I met them and they were gone so quickly from my life that I didn't even get a get a chance for them to hate me. Like, it's just like somebody just doesn't like me. And they're like, I'm done with this guy. And I didn't even reflect on it.
Yeah, probably didn't think you're a piece of shit. They're just like, that guy's fucking weird.
Yeah, or that guy's trying too hard. Or that guy thinks he's so fucking funny. Or
actually, when Lisa, my wife, first met you,
that's true.
She I think at OU, or she met you before that, but she saw you again at OU, and you ran into Brianna, and you acted like you were like so busy and didn't have time to like talk to them or whatever, and they could tell you were just like wanted to leave because, in their mind at the time, they thought that you were better than everyone and like didn't have time to talk to them. But now they kind of know that it was kind of like you were really flustered and just wanted to get out of the situation as fast as possible, and which they get now. So maybe at the time they're like, this guy's kind of like piece of shit for acting that way. But
so first impressions for Kevin, 9 times out of 10, they're like, this guy is a piece of shit. But as they get to know Kevin, they realize that Kevin's a little bit of an anxious fella. We gotta give him some time and realize that he's actually a great guy.
My best interactions are when I have already practiced the conversation for like 2 minutes before I'm like, it's like I see a person across the bank or I see a person across from Starbucks. I'm like, I know that person. I'm gonna not like go out of my way to avoid them. I'm just gonna make sure I know exactly what I'm gonna say when we do in fact interact. And ideally they wouldn't have seen me yet. And comes off as smooth because I've already practiced it 3 times.
I practice it, and then I get to the situation, and I totally fucking bomb. So
I think the problem with you, Owen, is I think you like to stick to the script a little bit too much, and you're not really tailoring the conversation.
As soon as they say something different than what I thought they were going to say, I am totally fucked. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know how to recover. I don't know how to answer back to this.
Can I run it through really quick how it goes? So Owen's sitting there at the bank. He sees somebody new from high school. He's like, okay, I'll ask him about the weather. They'll say it's rainy. I'll say, man, this weather sucks. And then he gets up to him and they're like, man, this bank is crowded. And he'll be like, yeah, this weather sucks.
No, I don't know. All right, so I'll bring it up to one situation that I had. I was at a real estate meeting, and this is right after I chopped part of my finger off peeling a lime. And there's one guy that I was like, oh, I've been meaning to meet this guy in person and talk to him. First thing I went to, he like didn't recognize me. I'm like, oh, hey man. Yeah, I've talked to you a few times. And I just went like this, brought up my finger. I was like, chopped part of my finger off. And he's like, oh, that's crazy. And I'm like, fuck, this is terrible. I want to redo this. So
that's the kind of thing you like to ease into. Like, hey, we've been chatting for 2 minutes.
Three other people were in that group, and everyone was like, wow, yeah, that's crazy. They all split off, and I was just left there like drinking the free seltzer, trying to find someone else to talk to, and I left early because I could not recover from that.
I just imagine Owen in the drive there. He's like, if my last option, if all else fails, I'll just mention my finger. And he goes up to the guy and he's like, hey, how's it going? Hey, I just cut my finger off.
Dude, that's literally what I did. I was like, how the fuck did I start with that? How did I lead with that? How is there nothing else to talk about? I just assumed that he knew who I was right when I like talked to him. I was like, oh, he'll recognize me. But he was like, I don't know who the fuck this is. So threw me off.
Speaking of that, have you ever been out and someone comes up to you and starts talking to you and they're introducing themselves and they know exactly who you are, but you have no clue who they are?
They know who I am.
Yeah, they know who you are. And they're like, we've talked before.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you're like, dude, there's no way. Like, I'd remember you. I'm the awkward one that remembers every interaction. How am I forgetting?
Yes. So that's exactly. I was at this wedding 2 weeks ago, and a person came up to me. He's like, Dennis? And I'm like, hello? And he's like, I sat at his lunch table when I went to Strongsville. And I have no recollection. He like kind of looked familiar, but I like had no clue what his name was, anything.
Damn. Like, so you know what? These people think we're total pieces of shit because we're big timing them, pretending we don't know who they are. But it's not pretend.
No,
you just like, genuinely don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Makes you feel bad though. That's happened to me, and I feel really bad. I'm like, fuck. Yeah. Like, I feel so bad. I don't remember who you are.
And then I start naming people. I'm like, oh, you hung out with blank, and they're like, no. I'm like, oh wait, this person then? And they're like, no. And
who was it?
Yeah, who was it?
I honestly forgot his name.
Oh fuck.
All right. Well, personally, I have attuned myself to cut out the bullshit in these conversations. I will no longer dance around this subject. Like if somebody comes up to me and says, "Kevin, what's up? Been so long," I'll say, "Wait, who are you? Tell me who you are." Like I won't like try to like catch up, or like I'll just say it. Or like if I see somebody like in that bank situation, I see somebody I kind of half know, I know I'm going to interact with them, I'll just walk up to them and I won't say like, "Hey, what's up?" I'll say, "Hey, it's Kevin from high school. How you been?" Like I will not like dance around. I just want to get it over with, and
Like
that's helped my life a ton.
Yeah, that's a good point. My dad did that. My dad, I guess, is like people back in high school, I guess, thought that he was going to be a politician because he like says hi to everyone. I don't have that whatsoever, but I remember going to Cedar Point with him, and he'd run across like five to 10 people each time because the pipe fitters, they all went on the same day. They had like discounted tickets.
Yeah.
And he'd shake all these guys' hands, and half the time they're like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Chimp Fogarty, blah, blah, blah." And they'd be like, "Oh, Jim, good to see you again." And I don't think half of those guys remembered who he was, but my dad remembered everyone.
I love
he went out of his way to say hi, which is really nice.
Your dad's got some balls, like, to be able to do that and not, like, care. To me, it's like, this guy's not going to remember who I am. That's how every interaction, I'm like, this guy doesn't know who I am. I'm not going to go up and talk to him.
Yeah, you see people from like grade school, they're like, "There's no way." And it's like, of course they know who the fuck you are. You've went to school for 8 years. They're going to remember you.
All right, well, let me ask you guys this. So, like, part of being human is being able to, like, balance the nuances of these interactions. But I would argue that chimps, they don't quite have that capability. Dennis, do you have anything you want to talk about chimp-wise?
I don't think he does.
That's weird. I've just been watching this documentary about chimps called Chimp Crazy. And so it's made by the same guy that made Tiger King.
Never watched it.
Okay, but you know what it is.
Yeah.
You never watched it either, Owen? Tiger King? Tiger King you never watched, and you don't know what it is.
Have you heard of it?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I was hoping Kevin
piece of shit. I was about to hang up the call.
I was hoping Kevin was going to play around more too.
Oh no, because you were so believable. I genuinely thought you were like.
I feel like you're usually not good at those types of things.
Yeah,
that one was very good.
I have not seen Tiger King. Oh, and have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it all the way through.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I let Dennis go. Yeah, it was good.
No, Owen liked it, but now everyone has to act like they don't like it because it became a big thing.
Dude, it came out 4 years ago. I can't. I think I'm so sick of it that I hate it.
Yeah,
and everyone's like made the jokes about it, so now it's not funny. And if I were to rewatch it, I'd be like, this sucked. At the time,
it was so interesting,
very entertaining.
Yeah. So same director, and this guy is now doing Chimps. But
doing them.
But basically, it comes down to it's like PETA versus these women that own chimps, and so like there's this weird culture, and it's usually like Florida and like these rural sort of areas where older women will own chimps, like, and then they will actually the chimps will end up in movies and stuff. So this documentary is basically about.
There are not that many movies coming out with chimps.
Not anymore. But back in the day, like Wolf of Wall Street, one of the chimps in this documentary was in it. George of the Jungle, the chimp was in it. So this woman basically...
MVP, Most Valuable Primate.
Yeah, that's a movie.
Hockey movie.
What's that? Dunstan Checks In?
Yeah, that was a chimp. You're right. There was a lot more chimps back in the day.
Yeah, now they don't have
kind of worked them into everything.
Yeah, so... It's PETA versus basically people that own chimps. And it's very strange, these people, because it's all older women that basically seem like they just want to like fuck the chimp.
They want to just like take care of it like it's a child almost. Yeah, they love it too much.
Yeah, it's like
a child that will never leave them.
Exactly. But the problem is these chimps, they're great until they hit like their mid-20s and they all snap. Every single thing they talk about. Like there was a case a few years ago where chimp was totally normal, and then it just like started ripping a lady's face off and all that sort of stuff. Or like there was one that basically the chimp totally normal, never violent at all, and just one night it snapped and just like bit through like this woman's daughter's leg. And like
Jesus.
even stopped halfway through and was like, what am I doing? They all have this like instinct inside them to do that. And so this documentary is basically about PETA versus these women that have these chimps to get the chimps like in a sanctuary. And this one woman that has one claims that the chimp died and is like hiding it. And it's pretty interesting.
So there's multiple women that own chimps like this, that they just kind of like want their baby to be young forever.
Yes.
And one of them is like really fighting it. That's what the documentary is.
Yes, one of them is fighting it, and she's like a wacko, and it's like Tiger King, where there's just one really weird person, and this is this woman, like just what she eats, how she looks, like so it was good though.
It's over now.
Yeah, it just finished.
Oh, and do you have any questions? Because I have a little bit of a tangent.
But it sounds really good though.
It does sound good,
and it's interesting just to watch chimps. Like they could do so fucking much. It's crazy. They just speak to it like English, and it understands what they're saying. They can open like wrappers and stuff, and
it is kind of amazing.
Food.
They're so close to human. That's it. Well, my tangent was, have you seen the movie Nope?
Nope.
Yeah. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. The monkey at the beginning.
It's all about.
I gotta
what
watch
you're talking
that movie.
About. It's a fantastic movie, Dennis. You'll love it. I'd argue it holds up better than Get Out. It's more rewatchable. It's all just about how these on stage animals, like no matter how much you train them, you can't control them at the end of the day. Like you can try to pretend like you have control over a horse on stage or a horse on set or a chimp on set, but at the end of the day, it is a wild animal. But there is somebody who has the hubris to think that they can control wild animals to the point where an alien is there that he thinks he can control an alien. You'll love it. It's like so up your alley. Yeah.
I guess I never thought about the plot. I just thought about a cowboy guy and then a spaceship coming, and I'm like, it seems kind of boring.
Don't look at it at face value.
The movie.
Yeah. It's a very good movie, and it's very theatrically done.
I gotta
love
watch
it.
that.
Yeah. Do you guys like monkeys outside of chimps?
Gorillas.
I like monkeys.
Gorillas are fine, but like
that's an
small monkeys.
Oh, the little ones with the big
like
eyes.
those
I fucking hate it. I hate little They look too much like humans. Their little tails gross me out too. I'm not a monkey fan.
I don't like their asses. A lot of monkeys'
they're
asses
gross.
just look horrible.
They're all
red,
gross.
Raw.
What ass?
Actually, the one.
Yeah, animals only.
The one chimp lady.
Can you pull
was
up an
smart.
Instagram account?
No.
Animal
I need this for
.com.
context. What's a good ass? What's a bad ass? I need a handle.
All right. The one chimp lady. All the other chimp ladies had him wear like regular diapers. It looks so fucking gross. This one chimp lady was so smart. Had to wear a black diaper.
Oh, that is a big difference.
That's
beautiful.
So good.
You just said beautiful.
Kiss.
Yeah. Wait, why does the black diaper look better than the white diaper?
Because it just made me feel better. I don't know.
It just stands out. No.
Okay. So there's. I was thinking you were gonna tell me that the other ones just let the dicks and the butts out, and they didn't have diapers on it.
Sometimes
but the black diaper
they'll put like white baby diapers on it, and for some reason that
it looks so
out.
stupid. I've seen it. No, it just looks dumb, and you can like tell that there's some ape shitting in this diaper where you just need it to blend in a little bit better.
Yeah, and you get the black diaper, and you're just like, all right, I feel a little more comfortable.
In white diaper. Someone pull it up. Chimp in white diaper first.
I can picture it in my head. I've seen it before.
I've only seen chimps in white diapers, and I was like, oh, they look kind of cute. But I've never seen one in a black diaper. These chimps are all so cute. I just Googled them.
Oh, they are cute.
They rip monkeys. Your fucking face off, Owen.
I know. That's what the problem is. They look cute, but then they'll kill you because it's instinctual.
But they're good until they're like mid-20s, and then they just kind of snap.
I can't find anything for chimp and black diaper.
I'll send you. It's in the documentary. I don't think it's a well-known thing. Like it's not like a thing that's out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say most chimps I know are in white diapers.
Oh man, there's a reference from a show that this reminded me of that I don't want to talk about. So
industry.
There's a show that I really like that it reminded me of.
It's the show that no one's watching, but everyone's talking about.
No, I've been watching it.
I would argue at this point, it's the show that no one's watching, that no one's talking about, or the show that everyone's watching that no one's talking about. I think you could just draw it down to the show that no one is talking about except for us or me constantly.
Yeah, I think
is it industry? Is that what you're going to talk about? Okay.
Let's just boil it down to this. It's the show that I'm watching that I want to talk about.
That is true. I keep thinking there's a big buzz out there, and I've been talking to people. But
no buzz, dude. No fucking buzz at all.
And they're like, no. And I'm like, they're like, oh, should I watch it? I'm like, it's good.
That's the same take for me. Everyone's like, oh, is it any good? I was like, it's kind of entertaining.
The sex scenes are too long.
It is too much sex. I'm on season 2, episode 1, and it didn't get my attention, so I turned it off. I'm gonna try again, but there's just far too much sex in this
Let me
show.
just end it on this. I work in an entertainment related field, and people are constantly talking about TV shows, and everyone, I would say once a week in like our Slack, one of our Slack channels, I'll be like, hey, is anybody watching Industry yet? It doesn't get a single reaction. Like nobody's like, nope. Nobody's like, I gotta watch this.
Wait, you're asking that?
Are you asking the question or is someone else?
I ask it, and like I'm like waiting for like just like a thumbs up emoji or like a thumbs down emoji, just completely ignored. This is like once a week.
So Kevin completely tricked us into watching this show.
I guess so.
Making it sound like everyone else is watching.
In my mind, I thought it's on HBO on Sunday nights. I thought everybody was watching it.
I fall asleep every episode too. And then Lisa watches it.
Oh, and tell me what Moo Deng is.
Well, it follows none of our topics that we had so far. So it's
an animal, right?
Well, it depends on what you call an animal. So you know how there's been Brat Summer.
Yeah.
Then Chappell Roan Summer. George claims that there's that. What's that other blonde girl?
Fall.
No. Okay, Sabrina Carpenter. Is that her name?
Can I cut you off?
He claimed that
Please.
Nope. Okay.
I just So I just said
no. You can't Google what I'm gonna talk about.
I said it's an animal, right? You said no. I Googled it, and the first thing that comes up is Moo Deng celebrity hippo. Like it's an animal.
Okay.
It's a hippo.
Well, you completely
depends on what you call an animal, is what Owen said.
Completely ruined my cool intro. Where I was gonna say it's the new hot girl of the summer, but she's biting people's knees. There's a new Sephora just picked up her new makeup line.
Wait, really?
It's pink blush. It's selling out everywhere.
She's the new
Moo Deng.
Okay, but what is it?
She's a Pygmy Hippo.
She's a lifestyle icon first and foremost.
She's taking over Hot Girl Fall.
Oh, okay.
Where is she located? Like, what is the contact?
Thailand.
Don't ever say it like that when you're out in public.
Oh. What did I do? I didn't mean to. I genuinely didn't.
Okay, all right. I see what Owen was trying to do here. He was trying to paint Moo Deng as the next big it thing.
I was gonna say she's really hot, but the problem is she's only 2 months old.
Oh,
close her mouth.
So here's the thing. You need to pull up a little video of it because she's adorable.
But
she's a Pygmy Hippo, and she's. So it's taking like this zoo started a TikTok account for her, and it has increased how many people have gone to the zoo to come see Moo Deng. Why is everyone laughing at her?
No,
click on a video. Kevin just gives.
It just feels like a news report that's just like really bad.
What's her Instagram account?
I was never good at it. I don't know
any photos of her in a black diaper.
No, you gotta watch one where she's getting sprayed down with a hose. It's really hot.
Type in Moo Deng nude.
Kevin's gonna end up on something he shouldn't. I think he's spelling it wrong.
Moo Deng sprayed
Moo
down.
Deng Deng.
Moo Deng hose.
Kevin typed in Moo Deng sprayed down.
Moo Deng hose.
Yeah, hose like hosed down, not like HOES. find the TikTok.
What's that recipe?
High red porn.
All right, here, get annoyed. Is that the one?
Yeah, maybe Kevin, just fucking click on a video. You go to YouTube. I don't know why you're on Google. I figure you're pretty good at searching for things, but God knows why you're so bad at this.
Okay. Now I see an ad for Mando body spray. Oh, okay.
Oh, look at that. Watch this video. Watch that video.
Look like
Watch
that video for a second.
Okay,
What's
so
happening?
I see why I was having trouble finding this. It appears that the TikTok account is not in English.
No, dude, it's the easiest thing to find. I type it into Instagram.
Is this it?
It's a video.
Just them hosing.
This isn't even a good video.
What happens in the good video?
Yeah.
When they're hosting her up, what is happening?
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill you guys. Everyone that listens to this podcast knows about Moo Deng and probably follows their TikTok, and they're gonna get really mad at you guys because they're not seeing the good videos.
Oh wow, 38 million views.
So I'm telling you.
Oh, that guy's smacking her ass.
They're kind of treating it like an object.
This guy's a freak. The videoer.
Kevin's on the wrong videos.
I'm on the Moo Deng
page. That's 38.8 million views.
Look at that one that's got 11.4. Look how cute it is in there.
I'm on a grid of 12 videos. Which one's the wrong one?
I mean, what do you want us to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah, it's good. I love it.
Okay. What's cuter, Chimps or Moo Deng?
Chimps.
Chimps I like because they remind me of humans, and it's like
watch that one, Kevin.
Which one?
The one that you're on. Where it's getting sprayed down.
It's cute. It is cute. I like it. I like it.
I think
I'm not afraid of it.
It's very alien. Sound too. You need sound with it because it all makes it better. Because there's some like great.
Is a part of cuteness that you're just not afraid of it. Like that animal, I'm not really afraid of.
Yeah, I think that is part of
this thing.
Is
adorable.
yes, I think you're right.
What are you talking about?
Like I don't even think
this thing's so cute.
It's just like I would pet it because I'm not afraid of it.
I think you're right, Dennis. Because my entire life I've been plagued by this in my head. I personally am not hot. I'm cute. And I think that is what it comes down to. Like, I am not an alpha. Like, no girl would be afraid of me. She'd be like, I could treat that thing like dirt. I could spray hose at it and it would still smile.
You had a homeless lady in a wheelchair chasing you down, saying some pretty explicit stuff to you. And I think she potentially was afraid. Maybe she wasn't afraid of you, but she was confronting her.
Yeah, I think
her assumed attacker.
Let me give this a little bit of context. I don't know if she's homeless. She might have a mansion.
Unhoused.
No. Oh, we don't know where she lives. She might have a mansion. She might have a mansion somewhere. But I will note this, that she was a one-legged woman in a manual wheelchair, the kind that you have to like spin with your arms. Presumably a little bit crazy. Again, she might have some really nice property or real estate. I don't know that she's homeless. I cannot say that. But she did come out of nowhere and start screaming at me. And she started, for lack of better terms, asking me to... Can I say this on pod?
Maybe.
Let's get past that.
To like assault her.
Yes,
basically.
yes. She basically asked me to assault her in a sexual manner.
Well, you basically said it.
I know, but it's all about the nuances.
Yeah,
she basically
that's clean for TikTok. We
repeatedly
asked
me to assault her sexually while throwing trash at me, asking me if she wanted me to see her vagina. And then
Jesus Christ.
And then
I think you're the one getting assaulted in this.
Yeah, at this point.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Kevin.
I'm the man in this situation.
Kevin, it's not your fault.
Thank you.
Kevin, it's not your fault.
What a good movie. But yeah, what were we talking about?
Oh man, he's already having
sexually assault lady, homeless lady.
He's already blacking it out from his mind.
No, my point was
that bad.
I don't think she would have done that to a hot guy. I think she would only do that to a cute guy, because cute guys, she would have been intimidated by a hot guy. She would have been scared of him. Whereas a cute guy, she can try to do shit like that too. To your point, Dennis.
You think? I just think she's not. She doesn't even know who she's talking to.
She didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She does not.
Have you ever seen the video? I love these types of videos where a homeless person will go up to someone and like start saying something like that, and the other person just gives back a little bit more, like the same energy, but a little bit more, like crazier. And the homeless person always backs down. Like, whoa, this guy's nuts. Like, I don't want to deal with this guy.
Dennis, I love that. I need to adopt that. Just like not the ignore policy, just like the nope. I'm gonna yes and your craziness.
Yes, exactly. Just go up a little bit more, and they're like, "Whoa!" They're never fighting back. They're like
I
backing
like
away.
That. It's almost what they're looking for. It's just the reaction, and they're like,
"Yeah,
okay."
And they're like, they're so used to people ignoring them, and so like
that's all they want is the attention. Yeah,
they don't know what to do.
That's a good point. I might try that once. I think I got one time to try that before.
What was the lady asking you? And you just kind of just have to do it, right?
Is this what you wanted? You got it. All right. Well, we were talking about Moo Deng, and Moo Deng apparently seems to be trending, and I think it would make for a great Halloween costume. Owen, would you dress as Moo Deng for Halloween?
She's too cute. I can't pull it off.
It's not that hard of a costume. You kind of have to do a little bit of blackface.
I feel like that would be the hardest part. The hardest part of it, and I would have the fact that I'd have to go around explaining, be like, no, I'm the Taiwanese Moo Deng, and they'd be like, so you're. I think I would get it all messed up.
It's funny because your costume would just be a black Speedo, and then you paint your entire skin black. And then you have your lips. You have to kind of get them really.
I go to Sephora and get the blush.
Yeah.
So I'm already just I get pretty red.
Have Sarah just have a hose all night and just kind of hose you down.
And you'll be like, and your costume ultimately becomes like, oh, it's a guy in blackface that should have been in blackface. Like, you're like. Your wife is just hosing you down. like sorry, I apologize for him.
This is turning dark.
All right, but the reason I mentioned that, it was a segue. Got you, Owen. I wanted to know what your guys' Halloween costume predictions are for this year. So I'm just curious, like, what you think is going to be a big Halloween costume this year? What do you think is going to be overdone? What would you see out on the street that would make you think it's clever? And I personally have a few Halloween costume ideas that I wanted to pitch you guys on.
I do recall about 6 months ago saying, I guarantee everyone's going to be this for Halloween, or not a lot of people, but someone's going to be, and it's forgotten enough, but relevant enough. And it's going to be good, but I cannot recall what it was.
I remember you saying that too. And I'm like, it was something that at the time I'm like, that makes sense. But it's crazy how 6 months go by and you're like completely forgetting about it.
That's what's so hard with the day and times. Like Demure came and gone. Brat came and gone. Like, it's hard to think of something that's evergreen.
Oh, I think Brat, that was going to be one of my things. I think there's going to be a lot of lime green with just black Brat written on them.
So you think Brat is still going to make its way to Halloween?
Yeah, I think it will. Depending on the age group, though.
I read a Reddit thread that had a few good ones. Haktua girl is obviously still going to make her way to Halloween.
Wait, I have a good. You know, people do variations of costumes. So this is for a hot girl costume. She's Haktua, but she's wearing a Tua the Dolphins guy jersey. So. Just a sexy version of the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa. Is that his last name?
Tagovailoa.
Yeah, and that's it. She's hot Tua.
What's the hot Tua?
No.
Yeah, that actually sounds better. Yes.
I thought that was what you're going for. So like a hot.
No,
Tua.
she's just wearing a Tua.
Something is good. It was good, Dennis. Thanks. Something very relevant of right now. There's going to be people that are wearing like a P. Diddy in a jumpsuit with handcuffs.
How do you wear P. Diddy? So, Owen, you're going as P. Diddy. What do you wear other than the jumpsuit?
Well, it's once his
a name tag
outfit. Once his Moo Deng outfit fails, he's just going to put on a suit. He just has to put on clothes.
That's the perfect Seattle costume.
Wait, Dennis, can I go back to hot Tua? How about you just wear a Tua jersey, but you put on like a bird beak and it's just Hawk Tua?
I was thinking that.
That's good.
The other thing I was thinking too, like an Atlanta Hawks jersey, but it's a Tua jersey.
Oh, like Hawks Tua?
Yeah.
It's a little high concept.
That sounds like a lot of time explaining what you are, and not
those
a lot
are the
of time
best Halloween. No, that's the best Halloween costume.
I do kind of like those. Like, explain to me your mindset, why you thought this would work. Go.
Yeah.
And then, those are funny.
I've seen Kevin go on Halloween, and he was dressed as, what's his name? Casey Frey, who like is an internet guy that's famous to a very, very small few people. And he dressed as them from one music video or one video, and no one got it except for one person.
And that's all I wanted. That's all I need.
It was great because it was like it turned into like a 30-minute conversation.
Yeah. All right, here's what. Oh, do you have any predictions, or should I go to what this Reddit thread says is going to be the big Halloween costumes?
No, you go for it. I was just going to Google biggest moments of 2024 to see if there's anything that came up.
Here's what Reddit says: Fallout, like the new TV show.
Oh yeah,
that was fucking it. That was one.
I could see a lot of people doing the Walt Goggins thing. That's like a really complicated costume. They said a lot of Beetlejuice. Jojo Siwa, which I don't understand why that's relevant.
I fucking hate that bitch.
Boeing jet and crashing parties, kind of funny. Deadpool and Wolverine. Travis and Taylor will still be strong. Oh, I think this one didn't age well. I think there would have been a lot of Biden, like Weekend at Biden zombies, but I think he kind of got out in time, or people aren't even talking about that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Could the Haitian immigrant eating the dogs?
Oh,
something
like
that.
Perfect. I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
How can you do that without being racist?
I don't know. Maybe like just have a Haitian flag on you, and then like a dog, like you're eating a dog.
No blackface,
like a hot dog.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny, and like that is funny and kind of like light.
Yeah,
that is better. Yeah, they're eating the dogs. How about Dune?
Oh, that's one of the things on my list. I was gonna say one of my costumes I want to do is just Austin Butler in Dune. Easy costume for a bald.
Oh my God, Kevin, you should
paint my teeth black, shave my beard. I think I have
to
shave my eyebrows.
Some years you just have to go all in.
Like,
would you regret it 10 years from now? You're looking at a photo, you're like, oh yeah, I went out as him. Everyone would fucking love that.
I think it's good. I'm not that passionate about the character. Like, if I'm gonna go all in, I want it to be like something that I'm really, really proud of.
Like Nick from New Girl?
No. I'll tell you one that I think I want to do this year. But let me just run through this really quick. Some other ideas: Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders because of the documentary. Chapel Roan, Brett Green.
I got
Lisa
one.
Frankenstein, which is a good movie if you guys haven't seen it.
I feel like I'm taking recommendations from you, Kevin. At the moment,
I feel like the big thing right now, which I've been hearing from Lisa at least and some of her friends, is the Mormon housewives. What is it?
Yeah, that's big. I don't know what the name of the show is, but I don't know how you could be them for Halloween.
I'm gonna change somebody's life right here. So I'm in this Reddit thread from 2 months ago. Somebody wrote, I'm currently bald from chemo and trying to think of a funny costume that would incorporate my bald head. Any suggestions? I'm going to comment right now, be Austin Butler from Dune. That's a perfect costume for them.
Dude, you might
so that guy shows that he's like 250 pounds and 5'2".
And he looks like,
well, I'm going to write this. I'm going to say Austin Butler from Dune, assuming you have perfect bone structure and are underweight.
Unless you're really fat, then you're the other bald guy from Dune.
Yes,
that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah.
All right, I just commented Austin Butler in Dune too. Okay. All right, you guys want to hear?
Like that's all he says the whole movie.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to hear my? And I think that comment will get some likes because I think people are still seeing that thread because of Halloween.
Yes, Kevin.
All right, so internet points, Kevin.
Yes. Well, I wanted
number one, Kevin.
On that thread,
Piece of shit.
All right.
I got 30 likes.
Here are some of my costume ideas that I want to do this year. Number 1, just Zin container. Just dress up as a Zin container. Just like, I don't know if you make this shirt or if that costume must exist.
There is an account I came across of this guy that just dresses up in a huge Zin costume with a white face and rides around on those Lime scooters around town. And that's all he does. And he's got a lot of followers.
I didn't think it would incorporate face paint, but I guess
no, it's like really shitty full white.
I was picturing like one of those like Taco Bell like costumes. Okay. All right, my number 2 costume, which I pitched to my brother, who I think would do a much better job of this than I could because he has hair. Matt, I think you should be sad Ben Affleck. All you have to do is just like kind of have like a 5 o'clock shadow and walk around with like a Dunkin' Donuts thing, just kind of like looking sad. I think that's always relevant.
I think my thing with that is how would you know that's Ben Affleck?
My brother Matt has been called Ben Affleck by people on the street before, so I think he looks enough like him that he would get it wouldn't work for me.
You white, then you Ben Affleck.
All right, this next one is for Dennis exclusively, and I would love for him to do this costume, and nobody's gonna get it. Dougie from The Curse.
Oh shit, that would be good.
Like, it's a perfect costume that I think you might get one person to be like, holy shit, you just rocked my world. It's basically just a guy with like hair that's too long, wears black, wears stupid bracelets and earrings,
counting his beers all night.
Yeah.
Make sure he can drive.
Yeah, but like a breathalyzer. That would be a good costume.
Oh, and have you watched The Curse?
No, I haven't. I've been
fucking cancel industry and watch The Curse.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The Curse is a lot better of a show than
I'm so
industry.
sorry. It's so much less of an investment, and you'll love it. It's all about real estate. You will love it.
Oh, and you would fucking love it. It's about flipping like houses and shit.
What is it on though? Isn't it? It sounds something
Showtime,
I don't have.
Paramount.
What's it on? I don't have it. I hear excuses already.
Yeah, you're a victim. You're being a victim right now.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the Zen costume guy, and I found it. So I'm gonna send you guys the video here in a second.
That is good, Kevin. And I've been trying to think what I want to be for Halloween, and I think I just want to be Ace Ventura, just because I've always wanted to be him.
Get it over with.
Buddy was him when he was like 2.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. The like tutu and crazy hair.
My dad's new phrase is trauma bragging. Oh, and that's what you were doing. You were trauma bragging.
What does that mean?
I like that. Is he coined that term?
No, he said he got it from Deadpool Wolverine, which is like the least cool thing you can get.
Crap. I fucking hate
trauma
it.
bragging though is just like telling somebody how hard you've had it. All right. 3 more. I already said.
I was not doing that. I just said I don't have.
All right, so I already said Austin Butler and Dune, so I have 2 more costume pitches for you guys. I think this one might not have lasted long enough, but I think it'd be funny to be Justin Timberlake talking about the world tour. What was that meme?
Oh yeah.
This is gonna mess up the tour. What tour?
The world
tour.
I don't know how you do that in costume form.
Fuck, that is good.
And go ahead, Dennis.
I was gonna ask Owen what his kids are being for Halloween, because we can get what's up and coming. Do you know?
Nothing good, to be honest. I think Buddy's wearing one of those like alien abducting a person one, where it's like one of those blow up ones. They're just the stock. They're the stock stuff that
can you make it like a twist? And like make him like David Rush or whatever the guy is from News Nation. Like make it like a little bit deeper. He doesn't quite understand the reference, but if like a parent asks you could be like, oh yeah, he's the whistleblower.
Ooh, that's good. But the parents might be like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah. They probably don't know.
You don't know about him? You don't know about the aliens?
Yeah.
Dennis, what are your kids?
David Grush.
Fred is being a skeleton, so just actually same skeleton costume we bought 2 years ago. We had to get a bigger size, and then
it's just the universe. It's evergreen for him. He's just
skeletons for life. Yeah. And then Ozzy's being Captain Hook, which actually looks pretty sweet.
That's cool.
Costume. We already have it, and we're like lost half the parts. So
has he seen Hook, the movie?
Yeah, he's not interested in that. He likes Peter Pan. Hook's too adult.
It is an adult movie. I would watch that today and still enjoy it. I think we were just at somewhere I was just referencing where you're fake eating the meal. Still holds up. Like,
stop this, guys.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Dennis.
No, go.
All right, my last costume, Dennis, and this is what's in reference to me going all out. And I think this is the year I'm gonna do it. And I've always wanted to do this costume, and it's I'm kind of teasing it a little bit too much, but I'm just trying to think of what I'm going to say. it's so easy, but I've just never seen it done, and I would be perfect for it. It's just Larry David. All I have to do is just get one of the wigs, just wear some slacks, wear like and everybody would get it, but I've just never seen it done before.
Ben Standen did the best Larry David.
Oh, did he really? Seen. Oh, yeah, wow, that was ahead of its time.
Good. Yeah, he did it in college.
Kevin, you should definitely do that.
I know, I would love it. Yeah, and it was the final season this year. I think it's like as relevant as it's ever going to be. So I'm definitely doing it we have a work happy hour where we all kind of dress up as entertainment people, and I'm definitely doing it for that. And I just had to find the wig, the bald wig.
Where am I going to I feel like your shirt needs to be a little bit baggier because he's like so tall and skinny.
He always wears just like a blazer, a sweater underneath, really loose slacks. Maybe I think that I'm definitely doing that for something this year. Yeah. Any other costume ideas? Oh, the glasses are key.
Yeah, I was thinking for a while. I thought Ace Ventura. I thought the Dune Freeman, which would be sweet just to go as if you really want it all out with the thing in your nose and everything.
Oh, geez, that would be
and the really blue eyes,
expensive.
Yeah. Sometimes I think it's funny just to be totally all out, like in a costume.
Yeah.
I was thinking the Costco guys, but I'm like, how would they do that? The Rizzler.
That's gonna be popular. That's gonna be a costume for sure.
How would you go as the Rizzler though? You have to be like a meatball.
No, I think the Costco guys.
I think if
you just carry around a chicken bake and a double chocolate cookie.
Yeah,
and like a Costco card or something.
You need two. That's a couple's costume or like a double costume. You need both.
Or father son.
Yes.
Double chunk chocolate cookie.
I would kill myself if that was my costume, because then I'd have to go around saying it all the time. They'd be like, "Oh, the Costco guys," and I'd hear double chunk chocolate cookie all the time. I'd be like, "Dude, I can't handle it anymore."
Do you have a costume this year?
No, I do not. So
what?
The boys are going to be with their dad for Halloween, so we're just handing out candy. I haven't dressed up in ages.
What was the last costume you remember wearing?
Oh, I don't know.
And I'm talking Halloween, like your clan costume doesn't count.
Well, if that case, I was gonna say yesterday, but probably like 10 years ago at least.
Oh my God, I love Halloween so much. I feel bad for you.
No, when I moved here, 2018. Well, I didn't even get to do it. I was gonna be from Always Sunny, Ango Gablogian.
Oh, yeah.
I forget to say his name. I used to know
derivative.
Yeah, and I had an awesome costume. I had the perfect wig, perfect glasses. I was ready to go, but
I've never even.
I was actually supposed to go to a party with Ben. Ben was supposed to invite me to the party. I had my costume ready to go, and then I never got the text. So I was like, "All right, never mind. I guess I'm not going."
Oh shit! Sad. I kind of remember that. Yeah,
it was 2018. But before 2018, it was probably a few years before that I ever dressed up.
I feel like every year I visit Kevin in Cincinnati, at least the last 3 years. Or how long you been there?
Yeah, but we didn't do a costume last year. You were ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
I'm making it happen this year.
But I was Luigi last year because I went with my kids.
Oh, and that Mario movie was hot.
Yeah, it was.
I would enjoy it if I was hanging out with you guys, but I would make sure I'd have a costume that I would be like, this is going to be comfortable the entire night and warm enough, and not like a fucking wig and paint and stuff. That's like the number one. As normal of clothes as I could possibly find.
I wore the King from Hamilton 2 years ago when I hung out with Kevin.
What a bad movie.
It's not a movie, first of all. So
play that they made into a movie. Sorry.
I don't think they even made it into a movie. They recorded a play.
I threw you off.
Actually, a musical. I know how much you like
it. No, you're defending it. It's all right, Dennis.
But yeah, I had to wear a wig. But it was sweet because we went to this karaoke place, and I got to sing the song from it. So I felt like I was in the musical.
Which song, Dennis? Can you give me a quick snippet?
They'll be back like before. Win the war. Imagine you sing that to a whole crowd and you just go, oh.
Bonjour, je suis le grand musique.
Je suis la jeune fille.
Yes, what is this for? Like in the middle of it?
Yeah, in the middle. We're just gonna put it in there, like, "Hey, thanks for listening. Don't forget."
We're not talking like that.
Okay.
I refuse to make it sound like a commercial. Yeah. You just got to tell everyone that they need to follow us on social media at Pick Freaks on TikTok and Instagram, and to give us 5-star rating. You can roast us, but don't give us less than 5 stars.
Yeah,
that's all we have to say.
So just say that.
Is there any...
Go?
Yeah, if you're listening,
just cut what I said and put it on there. Who cares?
Muzzy now comes with 4 videos, 2 audios, a script book, parents guide, a new exciting CD-ROM, plus this free bonus with your paid order.